So and he's good at adjustments on the fly, dealing with change and upheaval.
The Bucks win the opening tip-off, which means Sargento donates $500 to Milwaukee's Habitat for Humanity. Thanks to Sargento Tip-Off for Homes program, Sargento is the official tease of the Milwaukee Bucks. Jay Crowder rings it up for the first point.
Well, Chris Finch is going to make the Bucks beat him from the perimeter, load up the paint with tall, lanky defenders.
Mike Conley, the former Ohio State product, beating Towns.
Yeah, a lot of length. I mean, you've got to make sure after a good defensive possession on the perimeter, you've got to box out. Possession doesn't end until you secure that defensive rebound.
Giannis lowers his head, takes it all the way.
So here's the big challenge, the big matchup. Malik Beasley against the Ant-Man.
Takes his first shot. Reports of campaign being shipped over to Philly. Behind the back pass from Brook. Play stays alive. Over to Jay Crowder.
5-5 the last 10. They've lost to the Bulls recently. They lost to Charlotte. They lost to the Spurs. You know, so they're a team that's in a little bit of a funk themselves. Yeah, great job, Brook. Just using his body without fouling, contesting, making it awful difficult on Anthony Edwards.
He left Splash Mountain all alone. He's had a few days off. Bobby with the tip.
You know, further their efforts to be successful.
Steve Novak joked on our production call this morning that he is now not being traded again here today.
The NBA.
Edwards for three.
Checking the mail, Steve. Nice job just working Minot to the middle of the paint, and as you mentioned, creating some separation with his size and strength.
Soft touch. Kyle Anderson. Bobby gives it up. 6 seconds here to shoot. Giannis thought about that three-pointer. We've seen him hit a couple of threes on the road, some mid-range shots, so working around to Jay Crowder once again beats the buzzer.
Underneath him, or he would have tried to go up and pack that thing down on Rudy Gobert.
Naz Reid rattles one home. Naz Reid, 41%. One of three players on this roster that's played all of the games here this year in the dunker area, and Crowder converts.
Well, and that's another way to attack that wall right out of the dunker area. And Giannis, great job finding Jay with the bounce pass.
Oh, that looked a little better.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Post Reid about 6'9", 255, 260.
Big man to big man here on this play. High to low as Gobert somehow squeezed in.
That is encompassed right there in your shirt. Tell me about the design of that, and where can fans go and purchase their own?
So this design is
It's a great shot with immediately Giannis coming out. The two superstars are automatically engaging there on the bench. Wow, Towns before the half is here. Towns doesn't hesitate.
So that's the benefit, the luxury.
Doc Rivers actually ran the most zone in his career last year in his final year with the 76ers. Giannis spin move, and he finished, a finger roll finish.
Keep the Timberwolves a little off balance in terms of recognizing what they're going against offensively.
The zone might help too in a game like this, right? When you're short-handed.
Yeah, no, without question. Mid-range jumper, I think he might have more in that game. But he's going to have to, I think, take more of those against this tough interior defense of the T-Wolves.
The Ant-Man hits his own mid-range.
Bucks scoring over 120 points a game, second best in the league, having a tough time cracking 50 at halftime.
Jay Crowder takes the bump in the contact. Edwards got him, and Jay's got an and one coming.
Going to need that extra factor to pick up a lot of that slack and scoring. Beasley's got his hands full with the Ant-Man, so I don't know how much he's going to give you.
Mike Conley rings home another. He's 2 for 2 from three. Minnesota opens up with the first possession of the second half.
Bucks starting out in that zone that we talked about, having to body him up, fight through screens, rear contest.
And so hypothetically speaking, if you get a point of attack defender, that can help. Gobert with the and one. Pump fake from Malik. And from behind, McDaniels gets him. Malik tried to put it up. McDaniels got him twice.
Great length, great athleticism, really locks in at the defensive end.
10-point deficit for the Bucks. Boy, he's got 3 of those. Conley, a perfect 3 for 3.
Mr. Stability.
Ball traveled the full length of the floor, so Minnesota taking it out by their basket.
That's why you always hustle to try and catch that basketball before it does get to that point. There's Mike Conley Jr. just working.
Inside 7 minutes left to play here in the quarter. Edwards flips it up with his left hand. He's got almost every shot in his repertoire.
Tough part of the game for the Bucks now. Not getting things to fall of your offensive end, having a tough time stopping the Timberwolves defensively.
That's the largest deficit that the Bucks have faced here tonight. Checking his feet, McDaniels from the corner. Only about 10 players available on the Bucks side. Oh, Popero. And Bucks losing 2 of their top scorers to injury here tonight, sitting on 64, and Edwards just trying to pour it on a little bit.
Had to whistle it the second time.
Anderson looking for someone. Nasri all the way.
Except that it's that sore spot, so that magnifies the pain.
Towns again for 3.
You know, he won the 3-point shooting contest.
It's going to be hard to get to that 65-game minimum to qualify for the postseason awards. Cal Anderson pump fake. 3 seconds to shoot for Cat. Another dunk for Reed.
A huge run, the Bucks, to cut into this lead with a game tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see just how much, if at all, Giannis plays in this fourth quarter.
Oh, Brook, he's been sitting on the bench right there with him. Reed again. Speaking of dunks, Gobert's got another.
Got to give my boys credit. Give credit where credit is due. I've just always been a really big fan of his.
AJ Green once again, his 3rd 3-point make. AJ's now got a season high in points.
To be an NBA caliber player, but to me, just the cerebral aspect of the game, he just mastered. I thought that would serve him well. It has. His 10th year in the league.
The answer back the other way.
Mike Conley Jr. So, guy, you see.
The kid's heating up. We love the masses. It's going to be the loudest cheer when he checks in.
I just got to tell you what the mindset with Giannis, I think, for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Just keeping the proper mindset through this tough stretch of injuries and tough opponents.
Pat the up fake, looks it off. AJ, hot hand, give us some more.
Keeps his head down, chopped wood, carries water.
And one of the reasons why he went from a two-way player last year to an NBA standard contract this year. Ringing it up, Minot from distance.
That the toughest coming into the second half, I believe.
Marjon Beauchamp floats it to the rim.
Very experienced. I mean, just keeping these guys in the proper mindset, keeping their spirits up. I mean, not becoming prisoners of the moment in a blowout situation like this.
Getting some time. Well, Minnesota, as I mentioned, will be off to the West Coast, playing the Clippers on Monday. That'll be something to watch for the Western Conference. Let that dunk. This whole crowd wants you to go for that 30-piece. They're shouting for you, AJ. Final few seconds. Ajax puts it up.